And he's out, or he's doubtful. Breece Hall not expected to play week number 14, which means Braelon Allen is here to save the day for some of you, especially those of you that have just Braelon Allen. You are acting upon the guidance and wisdom of the early birds here on the Fantasy Football Show. We've been talking about this moment for a while. Guerendo starting week number 14. Braelon Allen starting week number 14. Hopefully Bucky's able to give it a go in week 14. He's questionable but did practice limited. We've got a lot to talk about walking into your week 14 battle. The Fantasy Football Show, breaking news show, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday show begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com news desk, here is your breaking news.
Breece Hall. Please report to the moon. 8 foot tall.
It's Braelon Allen season. It's Isaac Guerendo season. And it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. We've been talking about this for quite some time. That there are several handfuls of players that win leagues in weeks 14, 15, 16, 17. Braelon Allen is here to save the day. And I don't say this with a joyful heart, because I do not want Breece Hall not out there delivering goodness. But at the same time, there are so many of us that have Braelon Allen as a standalone player on top of a cuff. You're almost covered and some. You're almost in a position where you're probably going to get what Breece Hall was going to do. I think Braelon Allen can deliver upon that. And then on top of it, all the leagues where the Breece Hall owner was sleeping at the wheel. And we came in here every single day practically for weeks and said, this is a rags to riches. This is a rags to riches. Even when you had Christian McCaffrey come back, it was still a rags to riches situation for Isaac Guerendo. And let me tell you, we had the new Isaac Guerendo video drop yesterday, but it didn't satisfy me. So I went above and beyond. We retweaked it. Here is the first ever seen full version of the Isaac Guerendo video.
Well, no going back now. You sure you want to do this, Kyle? Yeah, we have to. Let's go. Start the procedure.
Grendonites unite!
Grendonites unite, Grendonites unite, Grendonites unite. Absolutely ready for the Guerendo show. And if you think he's not breaking off a big long touchdown run, I got another thing to tell you. This boy is going to drop loads all over the field. And then we've got Bucky. We'll get to that more. Let's first get through the news. Breece Hall doubtful for week 14, hence why we're celebrating the Braelon Allen situation. But prayers up to Breece Hall. We do not want him banged up walking in the next season. If we can get him back healthy at some point this year, it would be nice. But my guess is that they're going to slow roll us into the next week, and then before you know it, he's shut down. Now, he could very much play next week. I'm not saying that it's a guarantee that he's out, but it is nice to know that Braelon Allen is going to get good run, probably produce, and then they have the option to shut Breece down if they need to. And if you have Breece Hall, you have Braelon Allen if you're on my watch. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. You knew better. I told you all mother freaking off season. And this handcuff board is becoming so vital now. Benson might become relevant soon. Keep an eye on that. I'm not saying Connor's injured right now, but he gets injured every year, and we are at the tail end of a season. He does appear to be slowing down a little bit at his age, his ripe age of 29. Corum's getting a lot of work, but we're not worried about him replacing or taking anything from Kyren. Kyren had 100 yards and a touchdown last week, so let's not get carried away. But if injury were to strike Kyren and the Rams say, let's shut down Kyren, which is a common theme for teams that are out of it, let's just say if that day comes in the next couple of weeks, Corum will be doing the same thing we're talking about here. And Jalen Wright is definitely still in the cards of being a guy that can help. I almost want to say we could take Mostert completely off of this board at this point. Like, we could even literally take Mostert's mug and delete it, and we could pretty much just make this the Wright and Achane situation. So I'll leave that as is right there for right now. But we're obviously seeing Breece Hall, the Isaac Guerendo, and Taylor, and you want to grab Taylor. Taylor's now the new Guerendo. Guerendo's the new Mason, and make sure you've cuffed the two together. A lot of people are going to suggest that it's not Taylor, but I would say, why don't you listen to your boy Smitty, who's been right about it thus far. Neighbors is questionable for week 14 against the Saints. Be careful of playing him this week without taking a gander at the news. My guess is he probably plays, but he's very much closing in on a full 50-50, like totally unknown, unsure. We'll take this to the 11th hour type of thing. This is a new injury. This is a hip injury, so it's completely different. He's been struggling with a couple different things, so this is not good. Do I think at some point they want to shut him down? Maybe. I don't know if they're ready to right now, but there could be a world where he sits out the final week or two. This could be a devastating, like, final 2 weeks of the season, 3 weeks of the season, with players potentially sitting out, like CeeDee Lamb could sit out, etc., etc. Bucky Irving, questionable to play week 14, but he did practice in a limited fashion. If he does play, Bucky's going to go crazy.
Get buckied. 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 Oh, Bucky.
Take a Bucky bath. This guy should be remarkable if out there, per usual. So buckle up, Buttercups. Buckle up, Bucky Cups. We're ready for another Bucky explosion. I can't guarantee he's going to play. He's definitely on 50, I would say the right side of 50-50, but barely. So we'll have to, play that by ear. Hip and back, he's been hit pretty hard the last couple of weeks, racking up the yards, racking up the attempts. Bucky's been doing his part. Questionable for week 14, Ladd McConkey. Feels like he's probably going to play, but this also something to watch as it develops. But he was banged up last week. It didn't really hold him back from having 100-plus yards. So Ladd McConkey probably going to suit up and play in week number 14. But keep tabs on that. Sauce Gardner is doubtful for week 14. There you go. George Pickens is trending in the wrong direction right now. Probably, I would say, slightly more of like a 60-40 he won't play, if I had to guess. Popping up, getting downgraded kind of, last minute today. Hamstring, keep tabs on that. We'll have to play that one by ear. Deshaun Watson looks like he clears any sort of potential further sexual assault suspension or fine related situation by the NFL. Looks like that most recent sexual assault accusation was cleared by the NFL. Not enough evidence of any sort of wrongdoing to suspend Watson any further or come down with some sort of punishment for Deshaun Watson, who's facing more trouble than that, just trying to get back into the starting lineup. Mike Evans, hamstring and calf, was removed from the injury report and will play week 14. So fire up Mike Evans without any hesitation. We got Baker Mayfield, knee and Achilles, removed from the injury report and will play week number 14. Kenneth Walker is questionable for week 14. Very good chance Charbonnet suits up in week 14. DK Metcalf, removed from the injury report, will play week 14. If I had to say, JSN is still a tiny bit safer anyway, but definitely nice to have DK Metcalf back, especially in leagues where you got 2-3 flex spots on top of 2 wide receiver spots, and it's like, man, you could use DK. So DK's out there. Tyreek Hill removed from the injury report per usual. He's always removed. Then he's added back on Monday. Then removed. Then added back on. Same thing with CeeDee Lamb, although CeeDee Lamb is still limited, unlike Tyreek Hill, who is going officially on and off the injury report each week. It seems like Lamb Chop's shoulder, back, other issues is now potentially not getting pulled off the injury report. I still think there's a chance this man sits out the final couple weeks of the season. If it's not a business decision by himself, it might be one by the team, or it could be a mutual decision by both of them to say, let's start over next year. Let's help our draft pick status out. Let's figure this out, but let's not put it out there on the field and potentially, injure CeeDee Lamb, the future of this roster. Put him to the side for now. Expect him to probably play this week, but he's not a lock at this point. Jamar Chase was upgraded to full participant in practice on Friday. He's good to go. You got to wonder what happens if he starts getting more severely hampered by the ankle or other injury come week 16, week 17. But right now, not a risk of sitting out. Trent Williams' ankle has been ruled out for week 14. Not good for Guerrero and the Niners. I mean, it's not as if it's going to hold me back from using Isaac Guerrero. The nice thing about Guerrero is he's such an explosive playmaker that if you are missing a asset on the offensive line like Trent, at least you got the more explosive player that can hit the hole quicker if that hole is going to collapse a little sooner without Trent Williams in there. Nick Bosa, doubtful for week 14, so the Niners are again down bad going up against the Chicago Bears. But I do believe Guerrero is going to still have a day. Would I like Guerrero to have his entire offensive line intact? Yes, I would. Would I rather have Guerrero have a good defense led by Nick Bosa that could cater to the offense and field position, etc.? Yes, I would. But it is what it is, and we're going to fire up Guerrero and put him out there and hopefully hit a home run with our boy Isaac. Let's get to these super chats, and then we'll open up phone lines. Arthur says, do I start Braelon Allen over Warren or Worthy in a 2 flex? I would definitely start Braelon Allen. He feels like a top 10 running back play potentially. This is from our boy. Why is everything? Let me fix the font here because I can't see who this is here. Okay, there we go. Our boy 7 says Hall probably out. Thanks, 7, for breaking the news. Start one out of MHJ, Braelon, or Hopkins. We're going Braelon, my boy. We're going Braelon. Appreciate you. Top Gun, appreciate you coming in strong. Pick one to start, Guerrero or Braelon Allen. Between these two, I think we're going to get a lot of this question today. Variants of this question, at least. I'm going to say Guerrero for me. I think they're both fantastic. I don't want to be put in the predicament where I'm starting one over the other, to be honest. But I'm going to start Guerrero if I have to. I'm probably going to answer that question the same way all night long. Guerrero's my pick, but I do think Braelon Allen could outscore him. I mean, they're both fantastic potential top 10 plays, especially with Mageddon this week and all the buys. It very well could be a week where both these guys are top 10 running back plays. These are the bye weeks for this week. I don't have it all fancy and nice and organized. I'll fix that probably tonight or tomorrow. But Denver, Colts, New England, Washington, Baltimore, Houston, all on a bye. So it's another bye-mageddon. And there's just a real potential to have, 2 top 10, at least top 12 running backs. Two of them being Garendo and Braelon Allen this week. So get ready for that potential. Look at him. Look at him. Ah, man. Hey, Smitty, Breece and Kyron owner here. Thanks to you, I picked up Garendo and Allen off waivers and traded for Corum all before the season started. Nice job, Jonathan. Appreciate your kudos on that one, but nice work on good on you, pal. So as a Bucky owner, Sean Tucker, a must pick up? Yes, I would definitely say so. Not over, Allen or Garendo or anything, but definitely. Braelon Allen over D-Hop, correct? Listening from work. Thomas, I would. I like Hopkins a lot, though. I'm not saying not to play Hopkins, but Braelon Allen. Pick 1, Braelon Allen, Debo, Jennings, Akine, Shakir. Akine is hard to sit. I'm not going to sit here and act like I am not considering Akine. He probably is your safest option, but I think I probably would roll with Braelon Allen myself. Chat, would you go Braelon Allen or would you go with the trusty old Akine who continues to deliver touchdowns every single week? I would love to see if the chat is leaning Akine over a guy like Braelon Allen, but I have a feeling that the chat is gung-ho about Braelon Allen. I don't want to say be careful about putting good players on the bench that are consistent, but Akine is definitely borderline being somebody you almost don't bench. But I think I still lean Braelon myself. But there's definitely a world where Akine is safer. Okay, know that, understand that, accept that, because you're going to be making this decision yourself. I can't make it for you. Trade Garrett Wilson, Jennings, and Rico for Bucky, Myers, and JT. I would take Bucky and JT in a millisecond. It's not even close. Pick 2, Braelon Allen, Tracy, Swift. I'm going to go Tracy and Braelon. Then if no DJ Moore, would you go Rachaad White or Charbonnet if no Walker? I'd go Charbonnet with no Walker. Rachaad White probably over Charbonnet with no Walker if Rachaad White is starting. Also, is Jonnu better flex than Swift or Tracy? I would say probably a safer one, yes. Is he better? I mean, Tracy could outscore Swift and Jonnu. I would probably lean toward Jonnu, though. Jonnu's been so steady that I don't think you're going to feel any regret putting Jonnu in your lineup. Picked up Allen off waivers and don't own Breece at the flex. Do I start Braelon, Keenan, DJ, Pickens? Pickens is banged up. If Pickens were to play, then it is a very close call between Pickens and Allen, but I think Allen is the safe play for me. Running backs, wide receiver, Saquon, Achane, JJ, Mike. Nice. Okay, Megas, appreciate you. I go Braelon Allen, but that's me. We could revisit that as we get closer. A couple of weeks ago, I grabbed Allen, Algier, Garendo, and Ray Davis off waivers before any of the news. Nice job, Salty. Appreciate you. Someone dropped ETN flex, Warren, ETN, or MVS. I think MVS is probably your safe bet right now. Of those 3. That's all. If something happened to Najee, then we'd have a different conversation. But MVS has continued to deliver. Start 1, PPR, Braelon Allen or Tracy. I'm going to go Braelon Allen. Pick 2, Braelon Allen, Worthy, Westbrook, Akine. I'm going to go Braelon Allen and Westbrook, Akine. It's just a smart move. Pacheco or Braelon Allen. Anything can happen. Pacheco could at some point get unleashed. I don't know if it'll be this week he gets fully unleashed. I'm going to go Braelon Allen until that day comes and it's clear. Hey, Smitty, need to win this week or out of the playoffs? Kyler or Stafford? Jeez. I'm probably going to say chat, can we vote on this one? I want to say Kyler's really hard to start and really hard to sit. I think Stafford's very solid and he's got tons of weapons, and I think this week they're going to get back to throwing a ton and being pretty damn solid in terms of getting both Cooper Kupp and and Puka Nacua the football. So I'd probably say Stafford might be, assuming he's, feeling good enough to play and everything. He's probably your safer bet, but Kyler's got more upside. I would say Kyler's your high risk, high reward play, and the reward's pretty good. It's just he does come with a risk of like one touchdown and like, you know what I mean? Like you get 12, 15 points, or something like that. Whereas, Stafford could get you that 3-4 TDs, but he is banged up. It is a tough call. I'd probably say give me the upside, and I lean toward Kyler. But it is a risky play. You want safety, go Stafford. Hall, Allen, or Pacheco, you're going to go the Jet running back, and it's going to be Braelon Allen. Devontae Adams or Waddle, I'm going to go Waddle personally. Non-PPR, pick one. Coleman, Elijah Moore, or Washington. I'll probably go Elijah Moore in this situation. I don't love the calls, but at least Moore's consistently getting targets. Pick three to start. Adams, Westbrook, Akine, Sharbs, if he plays, Pollard, Hopkins, DK. I'd probably go DK, Hopkins, and Akine. If Sharbs is the lone starter, I could start him over maybe Hopkins, but I probably still say to myself, they're struggling to run the ball with Walker, let alone Sharbs. So probably at the end of the day, Rob, I'm still going to go Akine, Hopkins, and DK and start those wide receivers. But that's just my personal opinion. It's really close for sure. Zach, appreciate you. One running back, one flex. Connor, Garendo, Allen, Devontae Adams. We're going to go Garendo and Braelon Allen if it's me. Love the show. Keep up the amazing content. Thank you, Zach. Again, I think you got two potential top 10 running backs right there, at least this week, with all the injuries and the buys, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, what a good week for Braelon Allen to step up for those that have him stand alone. The people we've been literally saying, look, you may not even have Breece Hall, but you can get Allen rags to riches. You can get Garendo rags to riches. The real winners, the league winners, are the ones that have standalone Garendo and Allen, maybe even both of them. You may have got struck with injury. Maybe you went 0 RB, or you went hero RB and your hero got hurt. And now all of a sudden you got Allen and Garendo to start the rest of the way. Those are the people that were really helped with the content that, in my opinion, was probably, this is the place where you've got it most here at the Fantasy Football Show. Appreciate you all. Phone lines.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Dial in. I'm still going to try and do as long a show as I can. I've been going a little bit shorter on Fridays and Saturdays just because we come back, and especially given that I'm still trying to kind of get better. I definitely think, we may try and go a full hour tonight or so, and then come back and do a graveyard show tonight. So I will be back tonight for sure. And let's do some phone lines for a while and see what's up. 512, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Vito, Connecticut.
Vito, what can I do for you?
Yeah, so I got 2 leagues. One's a super flex, trying to figure out who I'm going to start at the quarterback position. I got Kyler, Geno, Darnold, Cousins, and Jameis.
Kyler, Geno, Darnold, Cousins, Jameis. I'd probably go Kyler with that crew, bro.
And the second one?
Oh, 2 QBs?
Yeah.
Kyler. I mean, Winston's pretty good. He's pretty good for fantasy, bro.
And the other one, I picked up Braelon Allen before they announced doubtful for Breece. So
I hope
I had
so.
to drop my kicker. Though, so I'm thinking, I'm loaded at running back right now. I got like 6 of them. Tyrone Tracy and Ramondre Stevenson's at the bottom of my list now because I got Garendo and Allen and Kyron and Jacobs. So I'm thinking maybe Ramondre, but I also have Hawkinson as my backup tight end.
I guess there's no real easy way to answer this in a small league like that where you're cutting somebody of that stature. The only advice I can give you is cut the guy that helps your opponent the least. That's all I can tell you. If Hawkinson does that, you don't want to cut Hawkinson. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, bro.
Thanks.
Appreciate you. All right, dial in. For some reason, I couldn't add any other numbers when he was calling in. Jordan, you're live. What's up, Jordan? What can I do for you? You're live on the show, bro.
What's up, Smitty? I hope you're getting well, man.
Yeah.
I'd like to give you a coffee. You're doing a hell of a job.
Thank you. What can I do for you?
I had a question on, it's kind of a moral question. So I've been watching your show, so of course I've been doing well. I'm trying to see if you've ever thrown a game in fantasy football in order to let somebody in the playoff that you thought was a weaker opponent.
Yeah, we get this question about every week, and everybody thinks they're asking some sort of like sneaky question. Like we talk about it a lot, actually. It's not advisable, bro. The fantasy karma gods will always strike you down if you're trying to manipulate the seeding. Whenever you're trying to if you're like, oh, well, the seed's better, so if I go up against him, it always backfires, bro. It always backfires. I can't remember a time where somebody did it and they won a championship because of it. Just let it go the way that it's going. Play it out. Don't try and get cute. Don't try and manipulate the current. You got to play with what you're given, bro. You start messing with it, you're gonna mess up. You're gonna do something. You're gonna be out of sync. You're gonna have the wrong guys at the wrong time. The team you go up against you think is so easy is gonna have a killer season or killer game, the career game.
Right, I feel the same way, man. I feel the same way. I just wanted to hear your thoughts on that real quick because this is the first time I'm in position to kind of do that, and I feel the same way. I just gotta stay competitive, take it to the top.
All right, bro.
Thank you.
All right, later. Will, what's up, Will?
Hey, Andy, how you doing?
What's up?
Hope you feel better, man.
What can I do for you?
All right, so we got to start two. We got Worthy, Debo, Elijah Moore, or MVS.
Worthy, Debo, Elijah Moore, MVS. I think Debo, regardless of how he's played, it's still the best option. There's still the most upside. I'd probably say MVS as the second.
MVS.
I mean, he's been doing it.
I like it.
He's been doing it. But, I mean, that's a close call. Worthy at any moment could do great. He could screw you, and you'd be like, well, I'm not playing him anymore, but whatever. But he could also have, some really strong finish that everybody's like, good Lord, man, where's that been all year? 3 touchdown game or something like that. Like, it's certainly possible. You got to trust your gut. But MVS has been doing it continuously, so I think I'll roll with the consistency.
All right. The box score Bobbies don't know. Like, he was so close last week to a big one, Worthy. So I feel you.
Yeah, trust your gut. I mean, Worthy's definitely solid still. It doesn't matter if he's inconsistent; he's still solid. Like he's gonna. That's the problem is he's not consistent yet. All right, later, bro.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
Feel better.
Cap, you're live.
Yes, Smitty, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone has very good success this weekend. My question is a flex spot consideration for Benson. Do you think it's the time now to handcuff him even though I have Vidal? Or should I drop Vidal and keep Benson?
They're close on the waiver board. I personally would rather have Benson, but, I mean, bro, we're talking about trying to predict injury that's going to open this door, and that I can't do. I can only give you the likelihood of this guy being more injury prone than this guy. The truth is Gus is a very injury prone player, but Connor's also 29 years old, so predicting the injury door, which injury door is going to open first, it's hard to say. I mean, you're basically just look at Garendo and Allen, both same week, trying to predict which one. Like, there are a lot of times people would be like, do I keep Garendo? Do I keep Braelon Allen? And it's like, bro, they're both rags to riches, like, at any moment, and it just so happens they're both rising up this week. So I can't answer that question with real confidence. No one can. I love both of them. I would say Braelon seems a little more solidified in his offense already, but it could take a week for Vidal to do that. I don't know.
All right, man. So just with my flex spot, Disley, and I was going to put him in the flex against Brandon Cook, so I'm just wanted to get that final clarification from you.
Yeah, there's no clarification, man. It's just trust your gut right now. There's no way to know. I mean, Benson's at least been getting a lot of work, but Vidal might all of a sudden do that though, because JK going on IR is not something that's it's not like it's happened weeks and weeks ago. So we don't know what Vidal's workload could look like. It's tough to say.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
I'm gonna go Disney.
All right, later, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yep. All right. Rock out. You are live, my man.
Any concerns on Brian Thomas Jr. without Lawrence?
Yeah.
I could either play him or Elijah Moore.
I'd rather play BT. I still like BT more. But
Yeah.
he's definitely not the same player. I will say that for what it's worth, he didn't have any of those yards last week, 60 yards, I think, off 2 catches. He didn't have any of that with Trevor Lawrence. It came with Mac. But that's one game, and we know what we know what Trevor Lawrence and him were up to all freaking year, so it's not like it's, something that I think is, I don't think we're getting a top 10 wide receiver all year. Whereas if Trevor Lawrence was back and healthy, I think BT would have done what he did at the beginning of the year, exploded.
Yeah.
But at least the upside's with him. I don't think Elijah Moore, he's consistently okay. But at least BT's got the physical tools to be absolutely electric, so give me that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, hang on 1 second, Rock out. Andy, you're live.
Hey, how's it going, Smitty?
What's up?
Well, I'm dealing with this Walker issue. Obviously, with all the bye weeks, I'm looking at Tyler Algier or Ray Davis. It is full PPR. I just got 50 points from Gibbs, Love, and Christian Watson, so I kind of have a solid start, just no boom yet.
So your question is between Ray Davis and
Tyler Algier.
Yeah, you got to go Ray, I think. It's close, but...
Okay. Even Homer was already even picked up in this league. It's a pretty smart league. There's 12 teams, so there's nothing left.
Ray's got a lot of upside. It's just, it does feel like, it's going to be hit and miss some weeks. But yeah. I think Ray Davis has got the ability to get in there, and they seem to really trust him, sometimes. And then other times it's not that they don't trust him, it's just game flow. But I like him a lot. I think he's got a lot of upside. It's not my favorite play, but in Bimageddon, there are worse situations.
Yeah, I'm playing against DeAndre Swift and Travis Etienne, so I'm really not too concerned. I just really gotta, Ray Davis has even caught big passes, and I'm talking jumping up for a pass. He's a good receiver.
I don't know. Braelon Allen, did you miss out on Braelon Allen and Grendo, or?
Oh, the Breece Hall owner had Braelon Allen since the draft. No joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, man. All right. On to week 15. Thank you.
All right. Later, pal. Travis, you're live.
Hey, so I have a question on preference for players. Do you prefer a guy like an MVS or an Akine who are basically touchdown dependent over a guy like Elijah Moore, who now, especially in the games where Tillman's been out, is becoming like getting a lot of targets. He's seemingly becoming like a little more consistent, I think. But I'm just curious on your preference. Do you prefer to just go for the guy and hope he gets a big touchdown, or do you prefer to go for a guy who's going to soak up some targets?
I mean, I don't think Akine feels like he's just touchdown dependent. I mean, I think he feels like a great start. I don't know if I look at it like that. I think Akine's like almost locked in at this point. I don't think he's, he may survive on a lot of long touchdowns, but I don't look at it like that. I mean, he's been so consistent.
I mean, if you take away his touchdown points, though,
he can't really do that, though. He's consistently doing it. I don't know. I don't really look at him as a touch.
I just don't believe the touchdowns are going to keep up. That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be wrong.
What, 8 straight weeks?
That's my word with him.
I don't know.
Right. So.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like 2 games or 3 games straight, I think I could get behind saying that. Is it better to go with a touchdown dependent guy? But like when you've gone what constitutes almost half of a fantasy season now with touchdowns nonstop, I don't think I can look at it that way. I think he really is overall the better start. But I mean, Moore's not bad though. But give me the guy that has literally.
Yeah, I was just curious on your preference. I'm not even saying which way is right. I'm kind of stuck on it.
Yeah, he's been on fire. We're gonna have a lot of Braelon Allen and Garendo questions. I think all the way up to kickoff, because a lot of people even have both of them from this show, from this community. So you're probably not in don't have the luxury of starting both of them. You might have to start one of them, which is probably actually even a better luxury than most, if you can't even fit him in. But
Charbonnet's third out of those 3.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with Walker not
I have
delivering.
Yeah, because I have all 3 going for my 2 flex spots. So I was trying to decide that, and I was leaning towards Garendo Allen, but.
Yeah, Sharps is nice, but I don't know. I mean, he did well when he was asked to replace. I like him, but Garendo's my number 1. Braelon Allen second, and Sharps is, I don't want to say a distant third, but until that offense proves it's using their running back consistently, which they're not with Walker. So what makes me think, this is going to be, all of a sudden they're just going to be like, let's just run the ball with Sharps. Like, they love Walker, so it's not something I count on yet anyway. With that dilemma, those are 2 really good RBs. I think one of Garendo or Allen might be top 6 this week.
Yeah, feels like they have a chance. I think they both have something to prove too.
Yeah, and if Shanahan told us anything the last time he was confronted about Christian McCaffrey, is why don't you use Mason more? Why don't you? Because we just don't use 2 running backs. He's like, we just use 1 running back. We just usually use 1. So I don't think Shanahan's gonna come out and try something different. I think he's gonna run Garendo into the ground, and in a way that's concerning for Garendo's health, but at the same time, he's got 4 weeks left in fantasy. So I don't mean this the way it sounds, but I don't care. I don't think we're gonna see him fall apart in 4 weeks. So, and if he does, then guess what we're saying? Patrick Taylor. He's the new Garendo. You cuff him to the new Mason, which the new Mason is Garendo.
Do you think they'll throw Garendo the ball at all? Like, I know with Mason, there's not much of a pass catcher. Either that or they just don't throw to him.
I think I think maybe a little bit more.
I don't know how Mason was in college, but yeah, I was thinking they might. I see a lot of people asking that, wondering, oh, will you be one-dimensional? And it's like, first of all, it doesn't matter because you see what Mason could do one-dimensional. You know, it takes a little bit away, but I feel like they might get him a couple throws a game.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Taylor not good. Well, Bird, good thing that Taylor's not the guy that we're talking about right now, my boy. He is the backup of Guerrero, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. Probably you wanting to be Abanikanda is probably why you're saying that, which because you missed out on Taylor, so now you want Abanikanda. Look, Abanikanda, he's got a shot if injuries start striking up and down, left and right. Like if the injury bug continues to hit the running back stable, then Abanikanda will become potentially involved. He'll become the new Taylor if Taylor vaults into the new Guerrero because Guerrero gets hurt. So we'll go down the succession line, but there's no Abanikanda is not walking in and starting for the San Francisco 49ers in a complex system with so much polling and moving parts and motions. There's no Abanikanda taking Guerrero's job. Like, I don't know why. It's because people missed on Guerrero and they want something. It's just not going to happen. Injury strikes, maybe, but not. He's not coming in and taking Guerrero's job. Bird's just saying that he's not good. I got you. Okay. What else you got? Rock out. Actually, let me answer this call. Hold on. 787. What's your name and where are you calling from? Okay. What else you got, Rock out?
We feel about Hill this week.
What do I think about Hill this week? Tyreek, same thing I've thought the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Something's wrong. We're being lied to. The reason I know that, the evidence I have in my hand, is that he's not complaining. Why Tyreek Hill is not complaining about not getting the ball makes me very confident that he knows why he's not getting the ball. Otherwise, he'd be complaining. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Why would a diva wide receiver, a hothead diva wide receiver, not be saying a word about not getting the football? Doesn't make a lick of sense. So he knows why. I don't know what it is. Maybe he can't see. Maybe he lost his vision. Who knows? But he's content with it.
Yeah. Would you move up BCJ over Hill and then play either Moore or Pacheco over Hill?
I don't know. I'm probably still starting Tyreek in all of those scenarios. I mean, he did catch a touchdown last week. It wasn't intended for him, but he did catch one. I at least there's that.
Yeah, it sounds like.
But yeah, I just don't get it. It doesn't. This would be like if I don't know. I'm not saying Tyreek Hill is as big a diva as like Diggs, but this would be like if Diggs was not complaining about not getting the ball. It feels a little similar to that. Like Tyreek Hill is a hothead. Give me the ball. He's a crap talker. He's a difference maker. He knows that, and anyone in his position would be going, give me the ball. Like, I can take over. Give me the ball. Why aren't you throwing me the ball? He'd be yelling on the sideline. He's just like, it's almost as if he's, I don't know how to describe it, but it doesn't make any sense.
If it's just fear of him, hurting him more, or that team, they've been winning. I know they lost last week, but they've been winning, and if he's trying to make it so he can be in the playoffs, if they squeak into the playoffs, or it could just be that he knows he's hurt, but just like you said, He knows why the ball's not coming to him. He knows why he can't do too much.
Yeah. Clint says, why the hell does Smitty never mention Abanikanda?
The what?
Oh, jeez. Okay. Let me hit these super chats real quick, boys. Hold on one second. Joining late, would you flex Allen over MHJ? Yes, I would go MHJ. Flex start full PPR. Lad, Braelon, MHJ, BTJ. Look, Lad might be safer than Braelon Allen. I think we can conclude that as a group if he's good to go. Now he's banged up. So I think right now him and Braelon are kind of similar because of the risk, but I guess I would say Lad is your safe call. Braylon's your high risk, high reward play. There's no really easy answer, but those are the two that I'm deciding between. Yeah, I'm close to getting there, bro. It's the cough just continues to hit me, but it'll get better. About
you said Allen over MHJ, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to be sure.
I mean, for right now, I reserve the right to change my mind between now and kickoff, but like I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I just didn't know if I heard you right.
Question about morality, like the other caller in the playoffs. Don't care who I play. Do I throw the game for the highest waiver priority to start the playoffs? If it doesn't change your seed or anything, but I guess the question is, does your league allow such a thing? Because if not, then you're going to cause a big dilemma. If it's within the confines of the rules, I don't know, as long as it doesn't affect anything. But if it affects seeding and who plays who, like below or something like that, I mean, you know, I would say it's still a problem unless there's no impact to anybody, you know, aside of you. Pick 4 PPR: Tracy, Braelon, Garrett, Garendo, DK. I'm gonna go Garendo, DK, Braelon. And do you guys go Tracy or Garrett Wilson?
Wilson against Miami. Who's Tracy? Do we know who Tracy's facing?
Who's Tracy facing?
New Orleans.
He's
New Orleans.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Wilson's due.
I might go Tracy.
Would you say T-Bone?
I feel like Wilson's due at this point.
He might be.
You know, Tracy is what it is, but you know, division game, anything can happen. I'm leaning more so on Wilson.
So that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd probably say Tracy's okay.
Yeah.
You
know, Wilson's still getting his targets, so maybe I do lean Wilson. Yeah.
What did Tracy have? He only had 9 carries last week. Tracy, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm just looking at too.
He fumbled the ball twice the week prior, lost the game, and then comes out and only has 9 carries. Did have a touchdown, but it only had 9 carries. So I don't know.
One of those you're probably going to get wrong no matter what.
Yeah, it's not an easy call. It's not an easy call at all. I mean, Garrett Wilson and Tracy. The one thing you could try and say is like, well, maybe pull Braelon Allen out of this and start Tracy and Garrett Wilson, but I'd rather start Braelon than Tracy and Garrett as a receiver PPR. Give me. I'm gonna sit Tracy in PPR.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
It's a good question though. Braelon Allen, Walker, Pickens, or Jonnu in my flex. I'm probably gonna say Pickens being banged up, Walker being banged up, probably not playing. Jonnu and Braelon, so I'm probably gonna say Braelon for safety, or sorry, Braelon for high upside, high risk. Jonnu is your safer call for sure, but I think I'd probably go Braelon Allen personally, but it's super close. Like, Jonnu is safe if you need safe. Thoughts on Jawan, Dalton, questionable, lost, Taysom Hill. I don't know. Jawan's okay. I guess I wish I knew if there's a different option, but he's fine. He's okay. With Taysom out, he's all right. I guess. I don't think there's a real strong answer there. Either way, you know. All right, go ahead, T-Bone. You're live.
Hey, yeah, Smitty, I just want to thank you as we're heading into the playoffs about the whole tripod method. Got
Yes,
Allen, Achan, and Bijan rolling with MHJ. Dreaded Jaden Reed, Juwan Johnson at my tight end, lost Taysom. I traded Kittle for Dell. Anywho, I really want to play Keon if he's ready this week, and then I got Mooney in my flex. I do have Benson and Corum and Wright just sitting there. At this point, losing Taysom really hurt, but I'm a shoo-in for the playoffs. So, you think this is a team that's gonna make a shock in there or what?
Yeah.
Who knows at this point? But.
I mean, it could. Name your lineup one more time. Your starting lineup.
Allen, Bijan, Achan, MHJ, Reed, Juwan Johnson, Keon, Mooney, and I have on my bench Benson, Corum, Firemove.
Yeah, I mean, it's solid. Would I say it's the best team in the league? Probably not. But like, could you knock off one team at a time? Sure. You know, the best team doesn't always win it. I don't mean that like your team's trash. I just mean like, is it probably the best team? Probably not. I imagine you're in the top 5. Which honestly, any of the teams in the top 5 could win it all. Like, if anything, you'll be more proud if you manage this thing right and win it. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes that's the most satisfying victory.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I know playoffs is based off of stability. So I know with my tripod, I got at least a good 65 to 75 points guaranteed rolling week in and week out. Going forward now, so
heck yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully Benson does give you some support here. Not wishing injury upon Connor, but if it happens, I mean, Benson will be a nice little injection of value for you.
For sure. All
right, later, bro.
I'm at that point where I'm like, don't want to feel it, but hey, thank you.
All right, later, pal. Good job on the tripod. Later. All right, let me hit these supers real quick, boys, and then we'll get back to the phone line here. What's up, fam? Need help? Pick 2 non-PPR, Garendo, Judy, or Braelon Allen. That's tough. I think Garendo is a lock. And are you, Travis and Rockout, are you going Judy or Braelon Allen? And chat, can you vote on this one? At least 10 votes. Judy or Braelon Allen?
It was a PPR.
PPR, yes. No, non-PPR. Okay.
Allen.
You go Allen.
I'm tempted to go Allen either way because I think Allen could get 18 or 20 touches. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Judy. I wouldn't blame anyone.
That's tough. In non-PPR, I probably do sit Judy in non-PPR. If it was half PPR or PPR, I think it would come down to the freaking 11th hour. I don't think I could even decide fully right now. Marco would be one of those, we take it to the, to the game time. But I think in non-PPR, Braelon Allen gets a big uptick. Glad you're feeling better, Smitty. RB2 question. Win and I'm in. No JT, no Dobbins, Gus, or Vidal. I wish I could answer this with extreme confidence, but I would say Gus feels like the guy that's going to get more work. I just don't know if that's how the game will finish. I wish I felt really confident in this, but Gus does, I think he does Harbaugh does want to use Gus, but I can't. What's your vibe on that, guys, based on last game? I know people want it to be Vidal.
Yeah, we have to separate that.
Good amount.
The thing is, like, JK being out is new, so the combination of Vidal and Gus will be used, and then Hot Hand could have Vidal take over really quickly, whereas he wouldn't have because JK was around. So it's
last week, I think. What did Vidal? Vidal got 4 carries, and Gus got 6. I mean,
yeah,
close.
Pretty split.
If you need a safe boring play, go Gus. If you can afford to take a swing, go Vidal. But he's a boom and bust.
I'd probably say Gus feels like he's next man up. But will he stay healthy? I don't know. Like I think the answer today for this week 14 could be very different from week like 16 and 17. So make sure you understand that the shift could probably happen, especially with Gus being such an injury-prone player. But I think this week anyway, I'm going to lean toward Gus. All right, well, we got Gump talking in the background there. Had to let him go. All right, so anyway, appreciate you for the super chat, my boy, for tapping in. This one's from Brandon. Brandon says, start 2 wide receivers, 1 flex. Hopkins. Oh, no, not Hopkins. Where'd I get Hopkins from? Kupp, Higgins, Pickens, Tracy, Braelon. So 2 wide receivers, I'm going to go Kupp and Higgins. Because Pickens is banged up and very questionable to even play, Braelon Allen is the flex. And I like Allen over Tracy already. We've discussed that enough that's pretty easy for me to answer. Flex 1, Jonnu, Allen, Connor, Dowdle, Jennings. Probably going to say give me, and we've had this several times already, I'm going to say Allen over Jonnu, but Jonnu's definitely safer, Lemmings. If you need safety, go Jonnu. But high risk, high reward is Braelon for sure. So you just got to kind of pick your poison with that one. And Braelon over AJB or Kupp at my flex, I'm going to say no to that. No, I can't sit Kupp or AJB. There's just no way. I'm gonna put Gump on. Gump, you gotta mute yourself, bro. This is the 3rd time, so you're booted again. He just calls in. He doesn't mute himself. You hear all kinds of background. Gump, get control of the situation. Gump, Braelon over AJB, no. Braelon over Kupp, no. Is anybody starting Braelon Allen over Kupp and AJB? I don't think so. I don't think you can do that.
No, you can't.
I'm in last seed now, and I'm the last seed now and last if I lose. Okay. All right, let's give Gump one more try. All right, we'll go one more try there. Pick 3: Chubb, Braelon Allen, Tracy, Garendo, and Myers. Chubb, Braelon Allen, Tracy, Garendo, Myers. We're going Garendo. We're going Braelon Allen. And thank God I get to pick Tracy in one of these questions. I'm going to go Tracy as the 3rd. And I'm going to put Myers and Chubb on the bench. Chubb's okay. He's definitely like decent. But give me those 3 all day long. Start Braelon, Tracy, Vidal, Akine, and Vele or Leggett. I'm going to go Vele rest of season for now. As for this question, it's, Westbrook, Akine safe, probably safest, but Braelon Allen is the play. I'm playing Braelon Allen. I think he's going to get tons of work, so I'm going to go with it. Crazy to consider Calvin Austin over MHJ if no Pickens. Not crazy, but I'm going to go MHJ. Wes says...
In relation to that, I was going to say real quick, in relation to that question, I saw someone in the chat, they were asking Mike Williams or Calvin Austin. Who do you prefer there?
Mike Williams.
Calvin Austin gets the targets. If Pickens is out, I'm sorry, Pickens is out.
Mike Williams or Calvin Austin? Calvin Austin. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Wes says, here 63 hours this week. Been here every morning. Thank you, Wes. Appreciate you dropping the super chat. This one's from DeBalt. DeBalt says, Braelon or Pacheco. I'm going Braelon. Yeah, a lot of Braelon start sits it's gonna be all week. Braelon for me until Pacheco proves he's getting the full workload. Go.
We got a runway.
Gump, what is in the background? What is in the background that you?
I got you on the headset. I'm rolling over here.
You're rolling. Oh, okay.
18 reels.
18
yeah,
wheels.
I'm
All
rolling,
right.
I'm rolling,
Gump,
I'm
let's go
80.
ahead and have it real quick. You've been pretty patient. You're doing the best you can. You're rolling. You're on 18.
Okay.
Let's
yeah.
go.
I got you on the headset. I'm rolling.
Okay,
Hey,
Gump.
for one thing, I want you to know that I got autism, but I'm functional.
You got what?
My mind goes 200 miles. I have autism, but my mind goes 200 miles an hour.
Okay. Okay, Gump. What
And I feel like I'm playing. I feel like I'm playing five poker and stuff at the end here, trying to figure out players. And I got the big question of the day.
All right, hit me with the question, Gump, on the 18 wheelers.
The big question today. Okay, the big question today. I have a feeling I'm going to have to drop somebody I don't want to drop. Now the candidates are. I might have to choose between Baker and Bo Nix, or between Hubbard and Brooks, or I'm going to have to choose between maybe dropping one of my rookies, MHJ or Neighbors. I think Neighbors is going to go out. Don't know. I'm really confused over here.
You're kind of confusing me, Gump. Can you give me the question?
I know.
Give me the simplistic question one at a time. What's the question? Because I feel like you threw two it.
I know.
Baker and who?
Well, one question. Well, Baker and between if I was to keep one quarterback, Baker or Nix, but Nix is off, but that's a possibility. The other possibility is between
Gump, you're confusing the hell out of me, Gump. You're confusing the hell out of me.
I'm all shook up over here. I'm all shook up. I feel like I'm playing five stud.
Maybe we don't. Maybe we should pull over before we start driving the 18 wheeler while we're confusing ourselves driving.
I'm good. I'm right. I'm headset. I got you. I'm headset. I'm rolling. But what I'm saying is
headset. Okay, go.
What I'm saying is, I'll give you a horn. I'll give you the horn. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I might have to drop Neighbors. You think that's wise or no? I should.
It's not wise. It's not wise to drop Neighbors.
No.
That's about as unwise as driving an 18 wheeler confused with the headset. But what's the next question? So if you can't drop Nix, like what's the alternative? You were saying I could go this way or that way. I was trying to.
If I was just going to have one quarterback, would it be should I drop Baker after this? Is he injured? He seems like he's limping a little bit.
I mean, well, let's take it week by week. Let's keep your quarterbacks for right now, and then we address it next week. It's not the end of the world to go all in Bo Nix if it helps you at a.
I have no defense right now. I have no defense.
Well, that's not wise either.
I dropped my defense for Braelon. I couldn't drop anybody else.
Okay, well, hey, I understand that temporarily. Okay, perfect. But you're gonna have to. Who are you cutting now?
I don't gain nothing. I don't win. I'm locked in.
You're locked in.
Either if I win or
He's
lose,
headset.
I'm still playing the same guy in the playoffs.
Okay.
So he can wait.
Yeah, then Gump, I got good news. You can relax, drive that 18-wheeler, and we'll probably address all this next week. You know.
See what happens.
Oh man, don't do this.
Don't do. I don't want Gump. I don't want to make you make decisions now for next week. Let's wait. Let's see Baker play.
Stand down. Give me a stand down. Tell me to stand down.
Alert. Stand down. In effect.
Gump.
I got a
Just
happy,
drive-
I got a happy trigger finger over here. I don't,
Yeah, Gump, not what we like to hear with our 18-wheel
Okay.
drivers. Let's just drive the 18-wheeler.
I'm good.
Listen, relax, listen to the rest of the show. Let's address this next week when it matters, okay?
Okay.
All right, Gump. Gump out.
You give me a good one over here. I'm listening.
Hey, Gump, toot that
Gator,
horn.
Gator.
Toot that horn.
All right. Hey!
All right, later,
All
Gump.
right, Smitty.
Oh, man. 787 caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Dan. I'm in a PPR league.
Dan?
No Superflex.
Pan or
I just
Pan?
want-
I'm sorry. what is-
Dan.
Dan. Okay, Dan from where?
Daniel. Yeah. Puerto Rico.
All right, what's up, Daniel?
So I wanted to run over my team real quick. It's a PPR league, no Superflex. My friend recommended me your stream. I'm a first-time caller and viewer.
Attaboy.
Unfortunately, I'm a Hall owner, and he's doubtful. And my backups are Tracy and Pacheco. Which one would you rather pick?
Tracy's safer until Pacheco is locked in, I think, but it doesn't mean Pacheco won't outscore him. It's just right now, Pacheco is sharing the ball, but I do think Pacheco takes more and more and more each week, and we just don't know when that's going to spill over. I assume Braelon Allen's gone, unfortunately. You haven't been watching the show long enough to be on that train, huh?
But Corum is available.
Corm's not bad, but he's not great this week. He's okay. He's great. He's a Braelon Allen preemptive. You know what I mean? He's a rags to riches. You're waiting on him,
Yeah.
but he's not necessarily gonna be a consistent play for you right now. I think Pacheco's and Tracy are your safe RBs, but Tracy's safer right now.
I mean, I got Barkley, so I'm pretty confident that he can, put some points in.
Yeah,
I
probably.
also have Mahomes as my quarterback, but I'm lacking depth in my wide receivers.
Okay.
I got Adams and Pickens, and the bench I only got Hopkins. I didn't play Reed this week, luckily.
Okay.
So
That's impressive to have
Adam
wide.
Thielen.
That's impressive to have wide receiver problems, and you didn't play Reed this week. Yeah, I don't know.
I think I'm just gonna have to hope for a miracle here, but
You might. Calvin Austin's an interesting pickup, given that Pickens might not play, so you might want to keep tabs on that.
He's got Hopkins on the bench, you said, right?
Did he?
Yeah, I got Hopkins on the
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
The other thing I wanted to ask real quick is I got Evan Engram and Tucker Kraft as my tight ends. Should I add Noah Gray? Because I don't know. I feel like I need some more consistency.
Who would you drop?
in my position.
Who would you drop?
I have Pittman Jr. right now on my bench that I could drop him.
I mean, I don't hate it. It's you're just gonna stock up on tight ends and I mean, if you can play them, it gives you a guaranteed play. I get what you're thinking. It's not the worst idea in the world. I would say Pittman Jr. is okay.
Got a week to get more healthy too on the bye.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I feel like I cut him, but I don't mind the idea of having, if you got to roll with a couple tight ends like Ingram and Gray as that's not the worst idea. It's just, it's not one that I like, but it's definitely better than rolling bad wide receivers out there. What other wide receiver can you cut other than Pittman?
I could cut. I mean, I got Adams, Pickens, Hopkins, Pittman Jr., and Jaden Reed.
Yeah, you can't cut Reed either. I know everyone wants to say you can, but you don't want to release Reed to an opponent and then he's gonna double sting you that way.
Ingram aren't bad.
You what?
I don't think Kraft and Ingram are that bad.
Yeah.
That's a pair.
I did start Engram this week over Tucker Kraft, but I always think he has more upside.
I think you're okay.
I'm also playing the Chiefs defense.
I think you're okay. If you want to drop Pittman for Gray, I'm fine with it. If you want to keep it, I'm fine with it too. I honestly don't know what to make of Pittman. It's not like Pittman has been a top 15 wide receiver at all this year ever. And he's only been inside the top 20 wide receivers one time. And he's only been in the top 25 wide receivers 3 times. Like, he hasn't done anything. But I don't mind you going Gray.
And one last quick thing before I go is I considered doing a trade with my friend. It was Cooper Kupp. I would be getting Cooper Kupp for Devontae Adams and Reed. It's
Yes.
not a good idea giving up Reed like that.
No, get Cooper Kupp. Go get Cooper Kupp. That would be amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Good, because I already accepted it.
Good.
Thank God.
Yeah, nice trade.
Thank you.
All right, later, bro.
Thank you. See you.
That's funny. Tracy, MHJ, Keenan Allen, Braelon Allen start 2. Braelon Allen and probably, Tracy. Keenan Allen's hard to sit after last week though, and with DJ Moore banged up, like that's not a bad play. Like Keenan Allen and Braelon Allen are probably your safest duo, and then if you wanted to go Tracy and Braelon Allen or Tracy and Keenan Allen, you're okay there too. I guess I'd probably say Keenan Allen and Braelon Allen are the 2 I would pick. But would anybody start Tracy or MHJ over Keenan Allen?
I don't think I could. Like you said, especially DJ Moore situation.
Yeah. I mean, Keenan Allen's in a pretty good spot. Not to mention the Niner D's all beat up. I'd probably say that's a good play there. Castro, appreciate you. 7-6, 10-team pick, 1 running back, flex, Bucky, Tracy, Braelon, Jacoby, Devontae Smith, Amari, BTJ. Man. Like, if Bucky's playing, I think I start Bucky over Braelon, but just make sure he's healthy and, we love Bucky, man. But is anybody tempted to just roll with Braelon because Bucky's banged up and we won't know fully, or?
So the only reason why I would do that is because I'd be worried that they're not afraid to just go White and Tucker and not give Bucky a ton. Although I guess if he plays, you have to assume he's going to get his carries, right?
Yeah, guys, what do we think in the chat? Can we vote Bucky? Let's just, assume Bucky plays, but you don't have like a ton of like clarifying information. Are you going Bucky or are you going to go Braelon with limited Bucky info, but he's playing? So please vote on that one for Castro. Please vote for Castro, please.
I admittedly lean away from injuries, though, so I admit a little bias there.
You got 4 Buckies in a row. 4 Buckies in a row. 4 Buckies in a row.
Get buckied. Buckied. Buckied.
We got 1 Braelon Allen and like 7 Bucky votes.
Oh, Bucky.
Yeah.
Okay. Jay, appreciate you. Jay, $20 hauler. Absolute monster, Jay. Coming in strong with the $20 super chat.
Alert. Super chat alert.
To Mars.
Thank you, Jay. Appreciate you, Jay. Long time no fee, Smitty. Who do I start? Garrett Wilson or Hopkins? In Smitty, we trust. You know what, Jay? Don't trust me. Let's just trust the group. Garrett Wilson or Hopkins, please vote. I want 10 votes for Jay. Jay just dropped a $20 hauler. Let's give him our full attention. Garrett Wilson or Hopkins. 10 votes, go. My thinking here is that I don't trust New York. I enough to roll with Bucky, but when you think about, I'm sorry, Bucky, Braelon. When you think about it, running backs have a lot more control as long as they just get touches. I'm not saying that the offensive line doesn't have to block or anything, but at least you're not relying upon the quarterback delivering the football. It's hard for a wide receiver to dance by himself. So I'm a little more intrigued by Braelon than I am Garrett Wilson in a way. Hopkins has his quarterback. I feel like I'm going to lean Hopkins here, but the chat has voted. It seems like the chat is saying Hopkins as well, Jay. So hopefully, the combination of the chat and myself help give you a good answer and give you some clarity. Let's talk, bruh, says Wes. Okay, thanks, Wes. Wes, appreciate your super chat. Upside flex, Hopkins, Garrett Wilson, same question. Give me Hopkins. Roach, appreciate you. JSN or Braelon, I'm going to go Braelon. But JSN's a nice play, but DK is off the injury report. It's not like it's going to take JSN off the board, but it's a tougher call now. Start 2, Pollard, Allen, Sharps, Garendo, and Hawkinson, Jonu. I don't know what the second, if this is second question, is a separate question. If it is, I'm going to say Jonu over Hawkinson. If I'm starting 2 of the rest of the crew, I'm going to go Braelon Allen and Garendo. Pollard's nice. He's a decent play for sure. So is Charbonnet. These are all very good plays. Trust your gut because they're all really close. Give me Garendo and Braelon Allen. Appreciate you, Trey, for dropping that one. Sloppy Joe, Braelon or James Conner. Give me Braelon. James Conner hasn't felt consistent enough for me. Started Reed, so got to figure out next move. Pick 3. DJ Moore, injured. MHJ, Judy, BT, Westbrook, Akine. I'm going to go Akine, Judy, and MHJ personally, and I'm not even hesitating, and I don't even need to hear or wait on any news. Start 1, Lamb or Braelon Allen. That's a tough one, guys. I think I go Braelon Allen over Lamb.
Even against Cincinnati.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm asking.
Chat, what do you think? CeeDee Lamb or Braelon Allen? I don't think. I think CeeDee Lamb feels like a 10 target, 6 reception, 50-yard player right now. Like he's the kind of guy that's going to get 7, 8, 9 receptions for under 60 yards. But I don't know. Looks like we got 5 Lamb votes. Whoa, 5 Lamb votes, 6 Lamb votes, 7 Lamb votes, only 2 Braelon Allen votes. The chat is disagreeing with me on this one, which is fine. It's a close call. That's a tough one. Okay, pick 3. Pacheco, Warren, Jennings, or Braelon Allen. I'm going to pick Pacheco, Braelon Allen, and probably Jennings, but that's close for me. A very, very close call, Michael. Wes says, Friday nights are my only nights, 60-plus hour work weeks. Appreciate you, Wes. Thanks for dropping the super chat. This one here, Braelon Allen or Chubb. Braelon Allen, easy for me. And then this last super chat, and then back to the phone line. Who do I start, Purdy or Caleb? And 4, and pick 4 to start. Lamb, Ladd, BT, Tracy, Allen, or Walker. Walker's injured, probably not playing, so I'm going to go Braelon, Tracy, Lamb, Ladd. Easy call for the 4. And then I'm going to go Caleb over Purdy this week. Elijah from Hawaii, what can I do for you?
Hey man, what's up, Smitty? I got some trouble on my lineup this week. I don't know who to put in, but I got starting running backs Bijan, H.A., receivers Cup and Puka, and then flex Brown and Higgins. My bench, I got James Cook, Tyree Williams, Bucky, Evans, Lamb, and Drake London.
Yeah, you're going to get that wrong every week.
It's a guillotine league. I'm down to the last 3, final 3.
You're gonna get that wrong every week. I don't know. So you're starting Bijan and Achan.
Yes.
You're starting Cup and Puka.
Yep.
You're starting. Who is your wide receiver? Your other?
In the flex?
Yeah.
T. Higgins and Chase Brown.
Okay, Chase Brown. And then your quarterback is who?
Josh Allen, and tight end is Brock Bowers.
Josh Allen, tight end Brock Bowers. I mean, that's fantastic, bro. I mean, you got Bucky on the bench. You said who else was on the bench? I don't know who you can put in, if that's what you're asking me.
Yeah, I got Kyron, Bucky, James Cook.
Okay.
Or Evans, or CeeDee Lamb, or Drake London.
Kyron's hard to sit, bro.
Yeah, but then I don't know if I want to play Cup, Puka, and Kyron all in one game.
I don't know.
Unless I put in Kyron and take out Cup.
I don't know that I'm all that concerned about getting that part right. Like, the offense could thrive, the entire offense, so I'm not too worried about it. I guess you just gotta ask yourself, like, he's got Bijan, Achan, and Chase Brown, and then you've got those two wide receivers. So, like, would it be Kyron for? You said Higgins, and who's the other one?
Cup and Puka.
Cup, Puka, Higgins, and then another one.
On the bench, I got
your starter.
Lamb.
I don't know, bro. You can't really get this one wrong. I mean, you can't really get it right, let alone get it wrong. But I guess.
Yeah, I got good options.
I mean, chat. Would you rather start Chase Brown or Kyron, or Higgins or Kyron? I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
You think Drake London has a chance? Being that he's going up
Yes,
against a weak
yes, of
player?
course. I mean,
Think I sub him out for Cup?
I'm not sitting Cup or Puka. I love that. I love those two.
Maybe I just roll with what I got.
I'd probably go Kyron over Higgins personally, but that's really close, bro.
Yeah, that's a close one. I think Kyron's got a better matchup on the ground, but Higgins, Dallas secondary isn't the greatest either.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. You could sit. I mean, you're gonna burn yourself one way or the other. There's no way you're getting the entire thing right.
Yeah, this is a crazy one. Unless I don't want to sit Bijan.
No. All right, bro. I don't know. I don't know how to help you on that one yet. It's like asking somebody to.
I like what he has.
Yeah. All right, later, bro.
I like what he has.
All right, thanks.
All right, Wild Wes. What's up, Wes?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Wes?
All right, so I want to talk about Breece.
Okay.
A lot of people want to talk about Breece. Do you think they start or sit him rest away? Because I honestly, do you think the Jets sign him after this season? A lot of people want to know about this. This is something that's a big subject, bro.
Do I think they sign him?
Yeah, sign him rest away because, all right, if you're talking about the community, a lot of people want to know whether to start Braelon Allen or him. You know what I mean? And it comes down. You know what I heard about you? I heard the subject, like, you want to talk about next year. And this is something I've never heard about in the fantasy community. And it's something that needs to happen. What do we do about teams that are predicted to finish last place? And who are they going to bench? Right? I heard this 3 days ago on your show. This is a major, major issue in fantasy football. Like, because we're all contending with it now. I have so many players right now that I'm so worried are going to be benched because they're going to be sad. They're going to be sad because the teams don't need to play them.
Wes, it's case by case every single time.
Yeah.
So first of all, let's go back. You said a lot. You said a mouthful. Number one, you said, will the Jets sign Breece Hall?
Which I don't think they are going to.
Wes, he's under contract, so they don't need to sign him. He's there to stay.
Wait, he's under contract for the next year, is he?
Yeah. He's still on his rookie deal, so he's unrestricted free agent in 2026. Wes.
New status. All right.
And then on top of that, they can franchise tag him if they want, or they can do whatever. So, but he's not going anywhere. Okay. Number two, who to start this week? Breece Hall's not playing, so that's easy. So you're gonna start Braelon Allen.
No, you already did me on the fact that Breece wasn't. I thought Breece was free after this year.
No, he's not. He's not a free bird.
So,
second of all, Wes, yes, as you heard me correct when I said that on this channel we're going to start factoring in a little bit more, not a lot, because it's hard to predict. It's all case by case. Last year, using our beloved Breece Hall as an example, Breece Hall was on a losing team, and he was better than ever at the end of the season. So you can't always just assume that a team's losing and they're going to sit all their players. It's not an easy formula to bake into your content, but I will be making it a little bit more a piece of something we look at when we start looking at, like, okay, hey, look at Neighbors, for example. If Neighbors gets banged up because he hits a rookie wall, et cetera, that is something to consider when you get downstream in the season. But there's not a whole lot we can package into content because of how teams still try hard. Some teams still do it and some teams don't. But with diva wide receivers like CeeDee Lamb, I think where it becomes more of an issue or opportunity, Wes, is when we trade away before things get crazy, like I've been telling people to with both Tyreek Hill and CeeDee Lamb. While people are still waiting and not reacting, we're trying to trade them. And then now you're sitting here at the brink of them maybe sitting because they were predictable sits. But not everybody is. But I'm more baffled by the fact that you don't think Breece Hall is here to stay.
No, all right. So let me stand corrected because I'm a person of accountability. Obviously misinformed. I thought he was a free bird. So
a free bird.
Whatever.
Not a free bird.
But the more important issue, which in terms of the fantasy community, and I swear on you, man, like so many people I talk with on the job site, in real life, everywhere I meet, it's coming down to, like, with the NFL is, oh my goodness, like, do I have to worry about this team sitting this player because they're losing out? And this is a very, very touchy subject because of how touchy people are on the NFL and it being scripted, which I'm not going there. So we're just going to stay within the boundaries of, like, let's say I have Chase Brown.
Chase Brown?
Bengals. Yeah, Chase Brown? All right, Chase Brown. Everybody thought it was crazy. Doesn't matter. I drafted him. I loved him. I love him. Doesn't matter, bro.
What has Brown done for you?
Everything. He's done everything for me. He's done everything for me.
When we said he was about to be an unstoppable force for all to see. With Chase Brown, get up, get down. With
He's
Chase
like,
Brown.
yo, I need to get the ball, bro. And they're like, now the Giants are like, oh my goodness, now our star receiver is now complaining because he wants the ball. Right? What's up?
Yep.
Right? Yep. Now I got Lamb, bro. Lamb says he wants to play. man wants to play, but he's another quarterback. And he's like, dude,
Good points.
for
All
sure-
good points. Hey, I got to go, Wes. Appreciate you. We'll see you later. Anything else real quickly, Wes? Real quick.
I'm hanging up on you because this is your show.
Well, Wes, I had to ask you one more thing. Oh, damn, he hung up. I was going to tell. That's his fault. I was going to ask him one more thing, but he was too quick to get out of here. Aunt Carter, what's up, Aunt Carter?
Hey, what's up, Smitty?
That's Denny's son.
Quick question. If Neighbors doesn't go, who should I start? I have MHJ and BTJ.
MHJ or BTJ? MHJ for me. I trust
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
I trust the offense
No,
a little more.
All right, I might even just put him in over Neighbors anyway because I'm pretty much locked up to win this matchup, and I might just go with MHJ, the safer, option, as long as I don't want Neighbors to go out there and then one play and he's off the field or whatever. So I might just go MHJ.
All right, bro.
All right, Smitty, thanks.
Appreciate you.
Yep, appreciate you.
Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
Carter to the moon. Later, bro.
Later.
Alex, you're live. What's up, Alex? You're live.
What's up, Smitty? So, I picked up Garendo and Braelon Allen, and I'm having trouble on who to start.
I mean, we've talked about this one a couple times. There's no great answer to this. I love both of them. Could I see myself changing my mind later? Yes, but right now, Garendo. I trust the Jets' offense a little less.
I think I'm trying both of them over Kenneth Walker. But the only thing about Garendo, my only worry is just Shanahan is just so inconsistent with his with his everything. It's just Shanahan, man.
Yeah, I hear you, but at the same time, he does use one running back traditionally. So,
Would you start Allen over Harrison?
Marvin, yeah, probably by a hair.
Yeah. By a hair. What about? But you're going to Allen over Walker, though, right?
Am I doing what? Allen over Walker?
Braelon
Walker's
Allen
not
over
playing. Yeah, Walker's probably not playing.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Waddle too. Waddle's just been on the bench.
Yeah, Waddle's okay. Waddle's nice. I probably like Braelon Allen a little more than Waddle, but by a hair. I just like Braelon Allen a lot, though, bro. All right.
So
Appreciate you.
All right.
Later. Don says the characters on this show rival Howard Stern's show very, very much. Very much. We got Baba Booey's, we got Stuttering Johns, we've got Beetlejuices. We got it all. We got the whole package over here. Winston or Carr? I'm going to go Winston. JD5 is the starter, but on a bye. Thank you, Kyle, for clarifying that. Definitely Winston for me. Appreciate you dropping the super chat, you monster. All right, Rock Out and Travis, either one of you got anything else? I'll be back a little later, I assume.
Yeah, what you feeling on JJ with his struggles? We think it's just QB or what?
JJ, what'd you say?
Yeah. Jetta.
Oh, JJ struggles. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably say he has a strong finish. I'm not too concerned about JJ. But yeah, I mean, to explain why he's been down, I mean, his quarterback unraveled, but at the same time, I think there's a possibility things get a little more on track than keep derailing. But I don't know. Darnold has turned into a pumpkin. I just hope he can get a little bit better. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. But JJ definitely has the ability to make everybody forget about what he's been doing the last couple of weeks.
know.
All right, my
Could
boy.
help us next year if he does struggle.
Yeah, that will. He'll make him lower value for sure. But all right, rock out. Appreciate you, Travis. Anything else?
Yeah, just two quick things. Would you start Braelon Allen over Pickens if he plays, or would you roll with Pickens?
I think because he's banged up, I probably would. I don't really trust that Pickens is,
Yeah.
if he's hurting bad enough to where it's like he might not play. He's very questionable. I would say he's on the wrong side of 50.
Hammies are worse. And then the situation I'm in a league, so I already have a bye locked up, so this week doesn't affect me. And I have Fairbairn, my kicker, on bye. If I was to pick up another kicker, I'd have to drop like a Vidal or a Jennings or something like that. Should I just go no kicker? I mean, there's no rule against it.
If it doesn't matter, the week doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably just hold up.
Not for me. I don't know if I lose to someone, it might affect something, but
yeah,
for my team, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about
it
it then.
hurting my team.
I wouldn't worry about it then. Yeah. All right, man.
All right.
I'll see you
Thanks.
tonight.
Talk to you
Later. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Let it rock out. You non-PPR flex one, Garendo, Myers, White, Allen. I'm gonna go Garendo here, but I mean Allen's a good play too, bro. Rashad White, if he starts and let's say Bucky sits, a good start as well. I'm gonna go Garendo. Man. Uncle Smitty, $20 holler from Mel. $20 holler.
Alert. Super chat alert.
To Mars.
Appreciate the 20, Mel. Uncle Smitty, need y'all full PPR. Need 2 wide receivers, 1 running back, 1 flex. Debo, Hopkins, Waddle, Rico, Tracy, Braelon Allen, Harrison. Last team. Okay, let's do that one later. Okay, different team. Okay, let's do the first one. Need 2, 1, and 1. So we're gonna go Waddle and Hopkins probably for your 2. Your one running back, in my opinion, is Braelon Allen, and your flex is probably gonna be either Tracy or Debo. Debo's higher risk, but maybe higher upside, and Tracy's your safer, steadier, probably a little less upside, but much safer. Chat, can you vote on Debo versus Tracy? That's the only dilemma here. Rico's nice. I don't hate Rico, but I think I like Debo and Tracy better than Rico. I think Rico had a very easy matchup last week, but he's solid. He's definitely okay. If you wanted to go Rico over Tracy and Debo, I'm actually okay with that. It's just not what I prefer, I guess. I would rather, push comes to shove, I'll probably go Tracy. Different team, need 1 running back, 1 flex. Connor, Garendo, Braelon Allen, Harrison. Okay, so on this one, 1 running back, 1 flex, I'm going to go Garendo, and I'm going to go Braelon Allen. And then last team, need 1 running back, 1 flex. Garendo, Rico, Shakir, Devontae Smith, TJ, Hawkinson, or Ferguson. I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to go Garendo and probably Devontae Smith. You could go Rico here if you wanted, if you didn't go Rico already, but I would rather go Devontae Smith. Thank you, Mel. Appreciate you for the super chat. All right, that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen.
Breece Hall.
Please report to the moon.
Well, no going back now. You sure you want to do this, Kyle? Yeah, we have to. Let's go. Start the procedure.
Donites, unite!
We're out of here. See you all potentially tonight. We went longer, way longer than I thought tonight, but I probably will be back, I assume. Because I haven't been feeling well, I can't 100% guarantee it, but I pretty much think I'm going to try because it is Friday night. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. I need to push through and just do another sesh, even if it's like an outdoor on the phone vertical stream. But appreciate you all. See you all tonight. Thank you for all my super chatters out there. $20 haulers. All of you. You guys rock. Grenda Knights unite. Braelon Allen Knights unite. Let's ride. Do it live. Thank you, Wes, with the super chat. Wes with the final super chat. Appreciate you, Wes, doing it live with the $2 hauler. Deuces. See you all later. Probably tonight.